Some places ask for your respect. This one didn't have to ask. I stepped off the metro not knowing what to expect. Just another stop on a business trip turned night tour. But Arlington doesn't let you stay a tourist for long. The air feels different here, heavier, quieter, as if memory itself were pressing against the wind. I started at the Woman in Military Service for America Memorial, a mouthful of a name for a place that felt like a whisper, one only we could hear. I'd never been in a place built for women like me, for our stories, our uniforms, our sacrifices. And somehow, walking those halls as a female veteran, I felt both seen and undone. The photos, the displays, the letters. I could have stayed here all day, reading the names I'd never learned in school. Arlington began as a Civil War necessity in 1864. Land taken from Robert E. Lee's estate, transformed into sacred ground. Over 400,000 laid to rest here. Soldiers, astronauts, presidents, nurses, unknowns. There's a kind of math the mind can't do when faced with that many headstones. But your heart knows. It beats slower. It listens harder. The John F. Kennedy Memorial was quiet that day, just the flame still burning. Jacqueline Kennedy lit it in 1963. It's never gone out. I stood there, watching the scaffolding-wrapped Washington Monument rising in the distance, part construction site, part cathedral. Even broken, it still stood tall. Somehow, that felt like the whole message. The Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. If you've ever seen the changing of the guard in person, you know. There are no words. Just the echo of precise footfalls, the click of the heels, the sound of honor held in every step. These are names we'll never know, but we honor them anyway, because they stood for something, and because they're not forgotten, not here. I watched a wreath ceremony from the overlook, then wandered the footpath below in silence. I don't remember what I was thinking. I just remember feeling everything. The Challenger Memorial caught me off guard. Maybe it was the memory of standing outside my third grade classroom, watching it explode in real time. Maybe it was realizing how young they all were, how full of hope. Seeing their names etched in stone here, it brought that moment back with full force. Grief has no expiration date. There were other monuments, smaller ones. The Navy Memorial, with its massive anchor, symbol of steadfastness. The statue of Field Marshal John Dill, a British ally buried here by special exception. The eagle and globe sculpture near the visitor center, watchful, weathered, proud. Each piece a thread in this great woven tapestry of service. Inside the visitor center, I studied displays that told the story of this place, its origin, its expansion, its endless role in our national memory. But I'd already learned the most important part outside. This place is not just a cemetery. It's a living history, a ledger of sacrifice, and a mirror, if you're brave enough to look into it. I came expecting to be a tourist. I left humbled, a witness, a woman who wore the uniform and walked among the stories of those who came before her. This was Arlington, and I will never forget it.